Good morning, student. In our second lesson, let us use the gratitude. In our last period, we saw the world map. Some questions are given related to this world map. We identify the answers of these questions. Then we learn how to use the gratitude. The gratitude is mainly used to identify the location of a place on the earth. Then we learn that we need to consider describing the location of a place. We need to consider only one parallel and only one meridian. And for describing the extent of a region, we need to consider two parallels and two meridians. Here we take the example of Delhi for one meridian and one parallel, and then we took the example of the extent of Australia for two meridians and two parallels. Then we are going to see the next. For describing the extent of linear features like a river, road, etc., we need to consider the latitude and longitude of their terminal points. For describing the extent of a linear features means uh, rivers and roads, we need to consider the latitude and longitude of their terminal points, means their ending points. For example, the river Nile in Africa originates in Lake Victoria, flows north and meets the Mediterranean Sea near the city of Alexandria in Egypt. Here the example of the river Nile is given. This Nile river originates in Lake Victoria in Africa. It flows to the north and meets the Mediterranean Sea near the city of Alexandria in Egypt. The location of Lake Victoria is 0 degree 45 minute 21 second south latitude and 33 degree 26 minute 18 second east longitude. Similarly, the location of Alexandria is 31 degree 12 minutes north latitude and 29 degree 55 minutes 7 seconds its longitude. Here, the extent of river Nile is given 0 degree 45 minutes 21 second south latitude and 33 degree 26 minute 18 second east longitude. Then the location of Alexandria river is also given 31 degree 12 minute north latitude and 29 degree 55 minutes 7 seconds east longitude. Here the extent of the river Nile is given, means it starts from the Lake Victoria. It starts from the Lake Victoria. So the latitude of there and longitude extent of that river is given, and when it's end to the Alexandria, when it ends to Alexandria, the latitude and longitude of that place also given. This extent, these latitudes and longitudes are considered to describe the extent of the river Nile. These two latitude and these two longitudes are considered to extend to Describe the extent of river Nile. This extent is from 0.45 south latitude and 33°26' east longitude to 31°12' north longitude latitude and 29°55' east longitude up to the mouth. Next point is, let us use the gratitude. Answer the following questions about location and extent with the help of figure 2.3. The first question is, which latitude and longitude define the location of a capital of Brazil, Brasilia? Here some 6 or 7 questions are given. You see the map of Brazil which is given below in figure 2.3 and try to find out the answers of these questions. The second question is, what would be the longitudinal extent of Brazil in spreads from 5°15' north to 33°45' south latitude? In which hemisphere does Brazil extend in the north-south direction? In which hemisphere does Brazil extend in the east-west direction? Which parallels and meridians should be used to describe the extent of river São Francisco? Describe the location of Mazaro Island using the gratitude. Here some questions are given. Try to find out the answers of this question. Otherwise, I will give you the answer in next period. Then, next point is important parallels and meridians. Next point is important parallels and meridian. Here, and a figure is given to us. Here North Pole, here is the South Pole. 66°30' south. Here 23°30' south. Tropic of Capricorn. Here is 0° means equator. Here is 23°30' north. Tropic of Cancer. Tropic of Cancer. 180° longitude. Here 66°30' north. Here 0° longitude. Let us get acquainted with the some important parallels and meridians. Some important parallels and meridians are given here. All places between 23°30' north and south of equator receives perpendicular rays on 2 days in a year. Here, all places between 23 degree 30 minutes north and south means these places 23 degree 30 minutes north and 23 degree 30 minutes south. All these places between 23 degree 30 minutes north and south equator receive perpendicular rays on 2 days in a year. These two places receives perpendicular sun rays in 2 times in a year. Other areas of the earth never get perpendicular rays, and other areas means the remaining areas from the pole to this and here from south pole to this does not get perpendicular rays. The parallels at 23 degree 30 north and 23 degree 30 south minutes of equator are called Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn respectively. The parallels at 23 degree 30 minutes north are known as Tropic of Cancer, and the parallels at 23 degree 30 minutes south are known as Tropic of Capricorn. The parallels at 66 degree 30 minutes north and south of the equator are also important parallels, and the parallels at 66 degree 30 minutes north and 66 degree 30 minutes south are also considered as important parallels. In the area between these two parallels, throughout the year, daytime lasts within the limit of 24 hours. In the area between these two parallels, throughout the year, daytime lasts 24 hours. The limit of daytime is 24 hours. These are called as Arctic Circle and the Antarctic Circle respectively, and these are known as Arctic Circle and Antarctic Circles. Depending on the season, daytime sun being visible in the sky can be greater than 24 hours in the areas between the polar circles and the poles. Depending on the seasons. According to the seasons, daytime means sun being visible in the sky. The daytime can be greater than 24 hours. It can be greater than 24 hours in the areas between the polar circles. In the areas between the polar circles means here from 66 degree 30 minutes north to 66 degree 30 minutes south. In these areas the daytime is more than 24 hours. The maximum duration of sun's appearance in the sky can be of 6 months at the poles based on the season, and the maximum duration of the sun's appearance means the limitations of the sun appearance or visibility in the sky can be of 6 months at the poles. At the south pole and at the north pole, the daytime means the appearance of the sun is, the time is 6 months. At the poles based on the seasons. During this period, the sun continues to move in a spiral on the horizon. And during this period, the sun continues to move in a spiral on the horizon. We will see the next part of this lesson in our next period. Draw this diagram in your notebook and try to find out the answers of the questions given on page number 11.